Hi everyone, finally, part 3. So you'll note that the first page was done in yellows, the second in red and some pinks, and the final page in blue and green. So I've gessoed it and now um, just dabbing on some of the paint. And that's just sort of the background. And I think it was a bit light compared to the first one. There was more texture in the first one, I thought. Anyway, I was so over it by the time I was finishing. I was over it. But anyway, glad it's done. Um, there's nothing worse than trying to watch a process video when only one of them worked, 1 out of 3. So again, I apologise for that, and hopefully this makes up for it, and hopefully I've learned my lesson, and it won't happen again. So I just punched some circles out there to use as masks, because I'm now painting over with the blues. It's a deep turquoise and the iridescent green blue. And then I go and add some white into the mix later, because they don't seem to be blending much. I sort of did with the first page, but oh well. And they bled a bit more. So all I did was adhere them down with some, I don't even know whether it's removable or permanent, a tape runner. And I noted that when I put it on the page and stuck the circle on top, it left the glue on the page. So the trick is to run the tape on the circle rather than the page, and you don't get left any of that residue. So here I am going in with the white paint now, giving a bit more texture, a bit more something. And that one down there is just a pain in the butt. So with this one, I realised, because once I do the splatters after this, it's best that I leave the circles on, because I didn't want the splatters on the circles. And I also did not want them on the images. But when I did it the first time, I think the splatters were the last thing to go down. Wasn't too bad, because I could wipe over, because I applied a lot of the matte medium, and so everything else underneath would have been protected anyway. So I'm going down to the actual original page with some of these, rubbing them, so I give up in the end. Yeah, even the green doesn't look texturized. It just looks like there's one layer. You look up close and there's different, but it's not as texturized as the original one. I'm not happy with that. I redid the first page, all right. Anyway, so that done. Now, still cleaning it up. Alright, now the border edges. Now I realised when I did this one, I did the right side border edges reversed of what I did the left side, or the first two pages, which you'll see here, but yeah, and I think when I do the comparison, you'll see them anyway. So just black paint as a base, and then I go over the top of them with some, I think, Sharpie pen. It's either, well, it's both, but a Sharpie pen and a jelly roll, Sakura jelly roll, both white. The black looks really effective over the blue and the bright green. I actually quite like the look of that, and I think with the images over the top of it, it sort of loses that um, grab. So I might play around with that another day. Yeah, you'll see here on the original one, I just did a straight edge where the masking tape was and did the curves within that straight edge. But here, yeah, trying to incorporate the straight edge and the curves, which didn't look too good. It's alright once the white wavy lines come on there. So anyway. So now I'm just getting ready um, to block out that section there for the title. And I went through, I think it was about 4 different um, Jolly Roll pens there, trying to get one that worked. And do you think I threw the ones that didn't work in the bin? No, put them back in the box with all the others. One day I'll go through them and get rid of them. Now I start to adhere the images. That one there was printed using an inkjet printer onto copy paper, and she was stamped. And then I go and put the grass down before I realise it should be on last over the top of the stems. And I do realise once I've glued it on there, so I peeled it off. I think I'd have learnt from the previous page. Oh, and the flowers, there was another drama. I'd only stamped 2 stems. And in the original one, I think I stamped 3, but the third one I had to extend and I drew it. But with this one I had to finish drawing on the stem, which I don't show in the video because I didn't realise it until I'd transferred the videos over, so that's okay. And those 2 flowers look a mess together. Should have been separated more. You can so tell I'm ready for it to be done. So now I'm writing out the the answer to the question on the first page. What What if life had no colour? And the response is seek the beauty within. And it doesn't stand out as much as the first one did, and I think that's due to the way I did that right side wavy stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Could have been better. The photos I show are of the original page. So I'm having to dry each time I draw that wavy line, just so it doesn't smudge. Almost done. Just one edge now to do. No, two. By this time, I was just going to freehand it. Yep, I had to find another one. I tell you what, it is really hard to recreate a page once you've done it. Um, I hope I never have to do it again. Last one, did an easy um, edge there. Just little circles, outlines. For some reason, that black line skew if it doesn't go with the ruler. So I've had to move it every now and then. Yeah, I'm showing you there now how the right side is like opposite. It doesn't go in the same direction, so there's no real flow to it. Mm, not happy. That's alright. Anyway, so here are the two side by side. The left one is the second one I did. The right one is the original. And you'll note the flowers there. They look a lot better in the original spread. So there we go. And the photos I'm showing you are of the original pages. And you can see there where I've splattered the white gesso and it's gone all over the plants and that, which I wanted to avoid. And I did with this one, but I'm still not happy with this one, so anyway, it's done. Done now. So I'll be back again. Yeah, next week, hopefully, with another video, another journal page. Not one this big for a while. So I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.